Hello friends, and welcome to the sewing tutorial of our trouser. If you've not watched the drafting tutorial on how I drafted this straight cut trouser, make sure you check it out. I'll link it in the description below. So in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to join the pieces together and make a perfect trouser. Okay, so then the first thing we're going to be joining together is the pocket. So basically we already cut our pockets. So guys, to make sure you understand this very well and know the measurements I use for different things, I recommend you please watch that video so you will not be confused at all. So guys, this is the front piece, and as you can see we have a spacing right here. Can you guys see that? We have a spacing here for our pocket. So now this is how you're going to place it to get a perfect pocket. I'm going to be showing you guys on my machine. I'm going to be illustrating it as I go on. Okay, so now the first thing that you're going to do now is that you're going to place this back to back. How do I mean? You're going to place it like this first. From this point here, this is your pocket curve. So now you're going to be placing one side of your pocket. Remember, I cut it into two. This is one piece and this is the second piece for the second pocket. We're going to do that one next. Okay, so now you're going to be placing one on one side, and basically you will do this back to back. How do I mean? Now this is back. The back of the trouser piece should align with the back of the pocket piece. That's what I mean. So now you're going to just rule in by half an inch. You use half an inch down to the end of this point right here. I hope you guys can see that. So once we do that, we are now going to top stitch it, and once I do that I'm going to show you guys the next step. Okay, so let's start sewing. On your machine, make sure they are aligned properly, and you're going to just come out by half an inch right here. Perfect, just half an inch guys. You can measure it, just that I'm used to that. So stitch it very properly, and now we're just going to be sewing it all through to the end. Okay, so after sewing it, this is what you will have right here. So once you flip it inside like this, this is exactly what you have. Very perfect. Okay, this is exactly what you have. So now we're going to be sewing on top of it, okay, to make it firmer. They call it top stitch. So this is what I mean when I say I want to top stitch it. So before we do that, we're just going to be notching these ends for easy sewing. So after notching it, you're just going to be turning it inside out, and then you're going to just bring it out like this. And now you're going to place it, align it together, make sure that it's aligned. Now we sewed it like this, so now you're going to close it like this together. Now it's going to be the right side facing the right side. Okay, you're just going to sew that down on your sewing machine. Make sure that it's very equal and straight. So guys, once you're done top stitching, this is what you have, a very neat finishing. So now please pay close attention. Okay, this is where most people make mistake. So now you're going to be folding this like this. Whatever you have here, you fold it. Let's first fold it into like this. You're going to give 2 inches because it's 2 inches that we kept. Basically, look at what I did right here. See the top stitching we just did? We're just going to place it like this. This is the pocket, so we'll just fold it like this until we reach that 2 inches. And once you measure here and get 2 inches exactly, it depends on how many you use for your pocket, but if you guys watch that our drafting tutorial, you see that I use 2 inches. Once you measure it and see it's 2 inches, it's perfect. I recommend that you pin it down so it does not shift. Okay, after getting that 2 inches on this part, we're just going to be pinning it down so that it doesn't shift. because this is chiffon and it will definitely shift. Make sure you don't put it up here so you can be able to sew it down. So now you're just going to be, after pinning it, this is what you get. Okay, look at that, our pocket is already. So now to make sure you secure this, you're just going to be sewing on top of all of this. Look at it here, look at the 2-inch out. I'm just going to be sewing it so that it will be perfect on the line. I hope you guys understand. So now we're going to be stitching that. So guys, once you finish sewing it down, you can take out the pin. And guys, look at this beauty. Your pocket is almost like ready, and this is accurately 2 inches, as you can see right here. So everything is going very well. So right now, the next thing that we're going to be doing, basically this is how it's going to look on the fabric. I recommend you iron this. I'm going to iron it out. Once I'm done with this, I'll just head to my ironing table and iron it out so that it's more aligned. But before then, we're just going to pin it down so that we have, a clear view of what we are doing. So now, after you finish, your pocket is almost ready. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to sew. Yes, you heard me right. You're going to sew down from the bottom part of the pocket to this end, and that's how you close your pocket. So I'm going to do that right now. So guys, I am done now. As you can see, I'm done with the front pocket. As you can clearly see, this is how it looks after everything. So once you sew it down, this is how it looks. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the back. Yes, I've done this to both sides. Look at the two sides right here. We're just going to align that, and this is for the other side. As you can see, the two pockets are ready. This is the opening for both of them. Okay, so guys, this is how everything looks. Very neat and very nice. So now basically we are going to be joining the front on the crotch line. Okay, from the top part, can you guys see it? From this top part right here to the bottom part right here, you go in by a 1/2 inch or 1 inch, close it up. We're going to start sewing it now on our machine. For both of them, the front and the back, you're using 1/2 inch on the crotch line. Okay, so you just place that 1/2 inch. So you're just going to sew it 1/2 inch down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to sew it 1/2 inch down right now. Right here we are finished putting it together for both for the front and for the back, as you can see. So now I'm going to go and iron out all these things so that they look very pretty. I joined both the front and the back at the crotch line. I hope you guys can see it. I joined it at the crotch line with 1/2 inch. After measuring our crotch, I joined it with 1/2 inch and 1 inch down on both sides. I hope you guys can see that. So after doing that, I have not joined the side of the trouser. So before we do that, we are just going to be taking out the dart. If you watched the sewing tutorial, you remember that I notched the dart on our fabric. Look at the notches here. Can you guys see that little notch right here? So it's this notch that we're going to be using. We're going to be folding it down. Our notch is 4 inches, but remember our 1.5 inch band. So 1.5 minus 4 is 2.5. So you're going to be measuring 2.5, mark it on your fabric, and you're just going to be going in by 1/2 inch and sewing to that 2.5. So I'm going to be doing that for this part, the front part, and I'm also going to be doing that for the back, because I also have my notch here. Can you guys see that? For the back also, just you just do it like this, measure 2.5, come out by half an inch and sew it down. I'll do it on both sides, then after I finish doing that, as you can see, our trouser is almost done. The next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to be joining the sides of the trouser. Look at the trouser here. So basically this is how our trouser looks. So after we finish taking out the darts, we're going to be measuring our thigh, our lap and our ankle. And once we measure it and make sure it's accurate, and also we're also going to be measuring the waist. Now sew the waist to the ankle on both sides. So I'm going to do that on my machine now and show you guys what it looks like, okay? So guys, I did exactly that, and this is how our trouser turned out. You can see that it's looking very nice. Look at the darts right here. I made sure to put a dart inside. You can see I sewed from up here to 2.5, okay, 2.5, and that's how you get this dart. This is the first dart, and this right here is the second dart. I also did a dart, dart for the back. Look at that. Look at the dart. That's here. So now this is how our trouser is looking. It's looking very beautiful. Here's our pockets fixed properly. So now the last thing we're going to be doing is that we are just going to be joining our band. I'm using a 2-inch band folded. It's 4-inch placed like this, but it's 2 inches folded. Remember, our band is supposed to be 1.5, but I'm using 2 inches. I'm going to use half an inch to join it, making it 1.5. So you can see, you're just going to be opening up the back. You open up the back by just a few centimeters. Maybe you're going to use 1 inch. Once you've opened here 1 inch down, place it like this, and once you've placed it like this, you're going to sew round, okay? Make sure that the band is together. Sew round using half an inch round your trouser, and once you've sewn it, obviously it's going to come up like this. See how beautiful that looks. After it comes up like this, you're going to do a top stitch. I've already trimmed out the bottom part of my trouser, the leg side of my trouser, the ankle part. So I'm just going to be folding the ankle also all at once, folding it 2 times like this. Fold it once and fold it the second time, and you're going to do that all around, and your trouser is done. So I'm going to head over to my machine and show you guys the end results, okay? So guys, we are done with our trouser. Can you guys see how neat and beautiful this looks? Look at our pockets, look at our band. I added zipper at the back, and the bottom part I just folded it twice on both sides. As you can see, it looks so pretty and it looks so nice. So guys, that's the end of this tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any question on how I sewed this trouser. Make sure to comment below. I hope you guys understood this tutorial. So thanks for watching. See you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.